So it's Christmas Day, December 25th, 2025. And it's funny. I made my last video on Christmas Eve a few hours ago, talking about how basically Christmas is a money grab and how, your value is based off of the gifts you give someone. I guess the amount of money you spend shows how valuable someone is to you. I guess that's what Christmas is about. I thought this was just celebrating the birthday of Jesus, but it's a whole other thing apparently, because like I said, I don't know how gift giving and having to give gifts to others has anything to do with my sweet Jesus. And like I said, I got caught up in that. I was trying to get out of it, but nope, there was no way I was getting out of this one. I have people that I love, that they love Christmas, and because I love them so much, I'll take part in the things they enjoy. Because I think to an extent, love is sacrifice without hurting yourself either. You shouldn't go through obstacles to show your love to someone. My loved ones gave me gifts, and let me tell you, they weren't cheap this year. Yeah, I got a lot of great gifts, and I felt guilty. The Christmas trap caught me right where it wanted me, and I ended up spending some money that I didn't want to spend. But I also don't mind, because I love them. But here's one thing I do know, why it doesn't bother me too much. I know if I didn't get them anything, they wouldn't care. But because they got me something, why not? I love them. I'm just trying not to spend too much money. No one likes to spend money. I don't like to spend money. I'm a cheapskate, and I don't mind being a cheapskate. I really don't. Anyways, yeah, I went to Target to get some quick gifts for my coworkers, because they got me gifts and I didn't ask for it. Quite frankly, I didn't want it. I don't like when people get me gifts, because then I get eaten with guilt, and I'm like, oh, now I gotta get you something. I don't mind though. I appreciate it. So I went to Target, and I was trying to get the cheapest stuff for my coworkers, because it's like, you're just my coworkers. And even trying to shop cheap is still expensive. Everything is so damn expensive. Crazy. I don't know. Can we cancel Christmas? Am I being too much for saying that? I feel like Christmas is such a toxic holiday. Was anyone stressed this Christmas? Nobody wants to spend money. I know I'm not the only one who doesn't want to spend money. I think what really matters is us just coming together and just loving one another. And that doesn't mean giving each other things. That's not love. I mean, I guess that could be a way of showing love. Do it because you want to, not because you think you have to. And like I said, I fell into the trap today. I didn't want to give anyone anything. Mainly because, everything's so damn expensive. And like the really cheap gifts are shitty quality. People get offended. They get offended when they get cheap things. Nobody likes cheap things. People like the good stuff. I get it. I like good stuff too. Why not? I don't know. Christmas just came. It became a complicated holiday. But yeah, I was at Target and packed. People doing last minute shopping for a bunch of stuff that they're not even, and no one really cares about. Personally, I think I know we need to stop putting so much value into materialistic things. Please, let's put an end to that. Please. I feel like the holidays are for greedy rich folks. You know what I mean? People with a lot of money. They have all the money, the billionaires. Those people are greedy. Let them have Christmas. They can afford it. Although I think that having genuine love and being connected with God and sharing that with your loved ones is rich enough. That to me is rich. That to me is wealth. I choose God over money any other day. God is by far more valuable than money. The more I turn away materialistic things and start to really listen to God, I attract all those things. And for some reason, I can't get myself to like anything anymore. They're cool at first, but then I just don't feel right. Nothing feels right. Spending a lot of money on nice things. And when you put it on, I finally bought myself a nice wool coat. Beautiful coat. I'm walking around and I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, nobody really cares. Why am I spending $300 on a coat? Why am I doing that? I think if you really become connected with God, God shows you that none of these things matter, and they don't. Let's stop putting so much value into materialistic things, because it doesn't matter. You can like those things, you can want those things, but don't put too much value to them. it doesn't matter. And the more I tell myself that and really realize it doesn't matter, it's like everything around me starts to disappear. I'll talk to you soon.